Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another tour report, and today we're going to be going over some of the new figures based off of the new MonsterVerse film that's coming out at the end of this month. Just a couple of new figures, some of the stuff, some new things that we definitely weren't expecting, and of course some other stuff that was, of course, we all kind of knew was gonna get released at some point. So of course, Playmates, since they already talked a little bit about their new 2 figures, it only makes sense that they kind of go over what they have in stores for their Godzilla X Kong stuff. So as you can see right here, this is sort of the basic assortment. As you could kind of tell, so many figures we already do have, of course, the mask and the giant figures. But definitely one of the biggest thing that we need to talk about is, of course, Shimo, where we all kind of knew that he was going to get his own giant figure at some point. But I can't help but talk about it because he's a pretty huge boy. I mean, he is ginormous. As you could kind of see from these pictures right here, I mean, he looks gorgeous. I mean, as always, the screws are a bit of an eyesore. But, hey, giant monster figure, 25 bucks. That's not so bad. And like I say, Shimu is a very, very huge character, and it's nice that these figures are also articulated, so of course that's always a plus. And of course he's getting his own Battle Roar figure as well, which, I mean, that's pretty good. I'm glad that they decided to continue with that lineage. You know, at least they didn't just stop with Godzilla, Kong, and Scar King. I'm glad that they're giving Shimo, his own Battle Roar figure. So it definitely shows that Playmates is willing to make, of course, a lot more with their assortment, so that's fantastic. As you can kind of see right here, I know this picture is a little bit blurry, but we got the Battle Roar Shimmer right there. They didn't test out how he sounds, though. That's the only thing, just from the footage we saw. Because obviously, like I said, there isn't really like too many new things here. Like I say, it's like basically what we saw, we kind of expected, but then some other stuff we didn't, and I'll get more into that in a few. They did show off some of their basic assortment. Most of the figures that they did show off, they're already in stores. So there's not a lot, but I can only imagine that as the movie comes out later, towards the end of the month, I would assume that we probably get more stuff than this. Because we know that there is more stuff on the way, it's just not specified. But the one that shocked me, the one that I definitely was not expecting, was the Mega Godzilla and Mega Kong figures as well. So I'm glad that they also brought that back. And of course, obviously, because when they came out during Godzilla vs. Kong, those figures were very, very hard to find. So I'm kind of glad that they brought them back, but I'm also sort of surprised. As you can see, they're kind of similar to what they were, with the whole action feature and the punching. Although this Kong figure actually has more of an uppercut because it was demonstrated. They did show off what he does, so it's unique. So it's not like you're just getting the same figure. They actually did add a lot more to it, and he's articulated, so that's very nice. Like Godzilla 1 is interesting because his feature is that he also, he glows and he also blows smoke apparently as well, very similar to what Jada did with their figure because they have their own version that does that. So obviously it seems like they're trying to copy the success of that, but obviously for a much more lower price. So I don't mind. I don't know how everybody else will feel about that though. I get the feeling that you're definitely going to get people complaining of like taking the idea and all that, but all in all, it's good to see that they're still making more of these figures, even though it's like we're getting, it's like it's new, but then it's like it's not new at the same time. Obviously it would be nice to get more variety, but I would assume that later on down the line we probably will get some new stuff, but we really need to wait till the movie comes out just to see. So until then, I'll cover that for next time whenever it pops up. Thank you guys for joining in on this report, and if you like what you saw, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. So peace out.